Hey Red, how are you doing? Can't wait for Alice. I'm so excited about Alice. Yeah, like, let's say like that. Alice will be released like not so fast, so yeah, you need to wait a little bit. We have some roadmap, by the way, for characters, you know. And by the way, we not only have a roadmap, we also have tier list, kind of like tier list. And you know, like Columbina and Alice is going to be like the strongest one. Second tier is going to be Durin Nicole. And third is Varka, Lightkeeper, Nefer or also Yalauma. The problem is, if you ask me, by the way, we have 4-star Aino and Jahoda, or yeah, I don't know proper pronunciation. Let's say Jahoda. Yeah, she is going to be like a 4. They are going to be a 4-stars. About the exciting, actually, I'm not so exciting. You know why? I still think that Nod-Krai is bad. I mean, especially that lunar. You know why? You know what's the problem is? I hope they will use that lunar related within 2 versions, like 6.0 and 7.0. You know what's the problem is? As you know, like, yeah, enough. By the way, like, Ivan Toulouse Gaming and like Moga got that early access. I watch Moga a little bit. Yeah, that enough is actually not bad. The problem is, like, yeah, he used constellations and signature weapon, which is actually bad. Damages with signature weapon is crazy because signature weapon gives you 40% more lunar charge reaction. It's just crazy how good that weapon is. Not gonna lie. Also, it's a crit damage weapon. When it comes to lunar, why I so skeptical? Because as you know, we're going to get Inefa, which is going to be lunar charge, right? That's cool. But Lightkeeper is definitely not going to be lunar charge. He most likely is going to be something like overloaded, lunar overloaded, like something like that. And the problem is, for different reaction, for the same element but different reaction, you need to go for a new character, and that's a problem. For example, at the moment, to do Vape and to do Melt, let's say not like that, to do Vape, Melt, Overloaded, etc., something like that, all of the pyro, by the way, all of them is like pyro related, like, yeah, not all of them, but yes, Overloaded is pyro related. To get, like, to do all of this damage reactions, you need like only one character. Let's say like Shanling can do all of them, right? You can use it. But when it comes to, like, yeah, that you need to go like different characters, which is bad in my opinion. You need to go like different character to get like brand new reaction, which is actually terrible. You know, that's bad. That's greedy. But it's me. We'll see how it goes. Also got Constellation for iansan today, and I'm like thinking about like trying to go for a weapon because I'm survive video. Like, which weapon? Your Jahoda Annunciation. Jahoda, yeah, maybe. Well, like, what about like which what weapon you want to go? Like you mean like Mavuika signature? Mavuika signature worth it, if you ask me. Definitely. If you like not so far away from that weapon, I would suggest you to just try to get it. You know why? Because that weapon is broken as hell. This weapon is actually so crazy because, you know why? It's pretty flexible. By default, without any condition, like, yeah, you get like this buff, which is 20 and 28, which is actually great. On top of like crit rate, on top of like the highest base attack possible for claymores. But if your character is not Night Soul Blessing, so yeah, you get like 75 more. It's this one applies for mavuika, for kinich, by the way, also. So yeah, you can use it. But kinich is a little bit different. You know why? Kinich activate Night Soul Blessing only after 1 hit, something like that. He has pretty strange, weird mechanic, to be honest. But again, it's possible to use it. Mavuika, yeah, Mavuika signature, yes, it's crazy, that's true. I've seen my friends upgrade from like Blackleaf. Oh no, like it's not you cannot compare. Blackleaf actually it's not a great weapon. I mean, I got a comment on my like Blackleaf and White Tassel comparison on Arlecchino. Blackleaf weapon is not so good, you know, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? Yes, if you don't have any other options, yes, you need to go for Blackleaf. That is true, because I don't even have Blackleaf within Claymores. I have Polearm and I have Bow. Polearm is because it's the most fastest one, And the bow, it's because, and if I'm not mistaken, that bow, that weapon provides a lot of like crit damage. When it comes to claymore, if I'm not mistaken, it's slow. Just let me check that. Oh yeah, it gives only 36, right? No, it's like, it's the same, 50-ish something. So yeah, again, I didn't get, I usually use Serpent Spine. If I don't use Navia, I use her signature on Mavuika. By the way, yes, Navia's signature is not bad, actually, you know? It's actually not a bad weapon. Serpent Spine, me personally, I don't like Serpent Spine, but I know that it's cool. I know that this weapon is actually extremely good. Unfortunately, when it comes to Navia, I don't know why, but I get more damage with this one, which is like... You know why? Because like if you use Furina gives you a ton of damage. So attack is actually valuable on an attack with bayonet, etc. Buffs is actually super valuable on Navia. And I got like, let's say like that, not more, but slightly more than I got with like, yeah, my Serpent Spine though is like R3. Maybe R4 can give me more, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible. So yeah. By the way, yes, new characters, like, they looks cool, not gonna lie, and like Nod-Krai definitely give us like new mechanic. The problem is again, like, yeah, that's, if you ask me, it's extremely greedy update. Yeah, because just imagine, you need to go for a new character again and again. Like, for example, Lauma. Lauma is going to be only like a lunar bloom, which is hyper bloom, which is burning, and like bloom reactions. That's it, you know, and that's a problem. Yes, most likely we're not going to get any other reactions because aggravate and like spread, it's mostly crit. They are not rely on elemental mastery so much. But when it comes to overloaded, for example, yes, you need some, like, AM actually good for overloaded, you know, like not completely, but if you have some elemental mastery is good because it's kind of like sort of transformative reaction. When it comes to electrocharge, it's the same, you know. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, like, I still think that if like that Nod-Krai stuff, lunar stuff, is actually a little bit greedy. I usually use even Greysword and Serpent Spine should be on the same level. Events level when playing double pyro with Navia. Event. Serpent. Oh yeah, you mean like this for like 4-star weapon? Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, I still use this one. Like, yeah, you mean like this one, event weapon? Yes, it's not a bad weapon. You know why? Because it gives you a ton of energy recharge. I know, like a ton of energy recharge. And on top of that, it also gives you more attack. Because Serpent Spine, if I'm not mistaken, Serpent Spine base attack is lower. You see? Yeah, it's provide crit rate and also gives you some damage, which is actually true. But again, I don't know, like, yeah, I still think, like, yeah, this one is like, you know, like, it's way more straightforward, you know. Yeah, if you got the hit, or like, yeah, if you didn't, etc., something like that, you still can get some damage. But again, it always depends. This weapon, like, yeah, slightly like gives the same damage. That is true. That is true, but I prefer to use like that one. You know why? Because, like, yeah, like claymores. By the way, we're going to get new claymores in 5.8. Don't forget about that. It's going to be EM weapon, and most likely that Aino, it's a 4-star character. She's going to be Hydro, and she's going to be a claymore Hydra. You know. About the key characters, like must-have characters, Columbina definitely. She is going to be Alarm, by the way, and Alice. About the Warka, I still don't know, because I, to be honest, like that Lightkeeper, which is Flint's, you know, he looks sick, not gonna lie, he looks so cool. But again, if like, about like Inefa and citlali's signature weapon, I maybe will go for citlali's weapon, because you know why? I mean, even though I maybe will give up on diary mode. You know why? The problem with diary mode at the moment, I mean, to finish it, you need to go for signature weapons. No way you can finish it without signature weapons. And also you need at least a couple other weapons, 5 stars, to do it more easily. Yes, it's possible, like to do without, but you know, like at the moment I use my... I will show you. So yeah, my skirk, and it's actually slightly difficult because maybe I'm low on damage. When it comes to mavuika, yes, it's difficult with that TDDS. It's possible, but with iansan Constellation 6, unfortunately, I'm not going to go for that because, you know, like, you can be lucky all of the time. I remember, like, Desti's account. That was crazy, actually. We got so many Iansans, like, yeah, without any 5 stars. That's crazy, actually. But yeah, me, I don't think I will so lucky, you know. And also, I actually did one multi, and I got channeling. So yeah. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? Why aren't you using Wolf Gravestone on Navia? Is it worth it? No, like it's good. It's good. You know why? Actually, no. Like Gravestone is better than that one. That's true. I just use that one, that Gravestone on Kinich. That's why. And I like kind of like, oh, yeah. I use that on Kinich. That's why. Mostly I use it on Kinich. But yeah, this weapon is better than that event weapon, definitely. How are you doing, Lucas? I will pull for Varka, Ellis, Durin, Lam. Oh, by the way, let me tell you something, Lucas, about the tier list of the characters, because you know why we have that. Like 5.8 tier list is going to be like that. Like the most must-have characters is going to be Columbina and Ellis. Ellis, by the way, is going to be Pyro. The second tier characters, second level characters is going to be Durin and Nicole. And the third is going to be Varka, Lightkeeper, Nefer, Lauma. So yeah, just keep that in mind, you know. And Aino and Jahoda, they are going to be 4 stars. Just keep that in mind. By the way, Lightkeeper is going to be on the first phase on 6.0 and Lauma on the second phase. I know Lauma looks just crazy, not gonna lie. You know why Lauma maybe not top tier list? Because of reaction. Hyper Bloom and like Burgeon and Bloom, it still depends on her weapon. You know why? As you know, like yeah, they released that Inefa's weapon. Inefa's weapon is just crazy. 66% crit damage and also 40% lunar charge damage. That is crazy actually. It's not fair actually. But again, it is what it is. Citlali's weapon is slightly worse than TDDS for mavuika unless you go for multiple rotation. No, it's not like that. Actually, no. You know why? Actually, no. TDDS are like Citlali's weapon is better. You know why? Because you get ton of attack from other characters and damage is like, let's say like that. If you use mavuika with Furina, I would agree with you. Because you get so much damage out of Furina, so you need more attack. But if you play with xilonen, for example, Citlali's weapon is better than TDDS because you use Bennett. Bennett gives you ton of attack, you know, and TDDS gives you more attack. You know, there's some kind of cap when you go for attack. Just keep that in mind. So because of that, Citlali's weapon is better than TDDS. And it, by the way, it doesn't matter like if you do rotation, if you don't do rotation. Just like that weapon is better. Just gives you more damage. Forgot you have kinich. Oh yeah, like yeah, I use that on kinich. But again, like that gravestone is better. I hope I can get like. Oh, by the way, I just a couple days ago I was like so boring, and I spent all of my certain wishes on like standard one. So yeah, I wanted to keep it, but I couldn't resist. I got Lynette, Constellation 4. Oh no, it's not like this. Lynette, Constellation 4, and Widzif. So yeah. Constellation 4 net gives me like second charge, and with Zif it's kind of with Zif, so yeah. But again, like yeah, that weapon, I want to get that weapon to be honest, but we'll see. You know why? It's again like at the moment going for that weapon actually make no sense for me. I will give up for Dari mode completely because yeah, I will do it anyway to, let's say, to increase like my skills, like, yeah, sharpen my skills, you know, but it's like, yeah, not about clearing anymore. Like buff from like TDDS boost damage for mavuikas slightly more than citlali signature, but it's not really big difference in damage. No, it's actually big difference. You know why? Let me tell you something. At first place, TDDS has cooldown, which is actually bad. Let's say it's not about rotation. TDDS has cooldown. It means you cannot, let's say like that. When it comes to DPS, citlali's weapon is bad. That's it. I mean, like, no need to argue about that. When it comes to like single shot, etc., something like that, it's still better to use that weapon rather than TDDS. I mean, like, yeah, you know why is that? It's because of Bennett. You usually use double pyro, right? And you use Bennett burst, right? And because of that, let's say again, like if you use with Furina, then I would agree with you, because Furina gives you damage, you need more attack, it's actually like, yeah, normal. But when it comes to, yes, if you get like so much attack, by the way, by using, as you know, like you definitely know that. I mean, you get 40% attack out of when you use. Whenever apartment, no, it's not like that. So yeah, whenever triggers a Night Soul burst, mavuika, like attack is increased by 30. It means if you use xilonen, you get like 30 attack. Other than that, by using her skill, you get 40 if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's with Constellation. But again, 30 from here, 25 from double pyro. Bennett gives you ton of attack. You know, like because of that TDDS is overcapping. I mean, like, yeah, it's a waste. Hey Desta, how are you doing? What do you think? I should get Constellation 1 to 6 iansan mavuika signature. About that, it's a you know what I would say? Just a second. Constellation 1, I would say like mavuika's signature is better than her Constellation 1. Yes, Constellation 1 gives you this stuff, which is actually crazy. You know why? You can actually go without like any xilonen, any iansan, and you will get enough fighting spirit to do the like damage. But you know why? Her signature can be used on other characters as well. That's why it's good. When it comes to damage, I think signature is better, because signature gives you like a ton of base attack and also gives you some, as you know, like it's 20 crit damage becomes 36 because of 75%, and 28 becomes 46 or 48 something. So yeah, you still get a ton of attack and a ton of like crit damage. I would say Constellation 1. About iansan Constellation 6, it's difficult to say. You know why? I want that Constellation 6, to be honest. But signature is signature. Signature definitely, like, you know what's the problem is? Like, if you, like, we don't have so many weapons. Like, yeah, we have Gravestone, you have Navia's weapon, you can use it, which gives actually the same amount of crit, base attack and crit rate, if I'm not mistaken. But it's not like, you know, Night Soul Blessing stuff, you know? It's just like ordinary weapon. Hey Griffin, how are you doing? After watching yesterday reveal, oh yeah, that reveal was actually crazy, not gonna lie. And guys, so they revealed about 9 characters. I did a short video, like it's not a short, actually 50 seconds video, and I did like a short anyway. So yeah, I like, it's all the characters they revealed. It's actually cool. But again, as I mentioned earlier, like at the beginning of the stream, I don't like that lunar personally. You know why? Like, yeah, it's again about the reaction, because like for example, like Inefa is going to be lunar charge, but that Lightkeeper, which is Fields, is going to be overloaded, lunar overloaded. So yeah, to do like, you know what's the problem is, you need 2 different characters to do some reaction. Like, it's actually bad, you know, electro-related reaction, which is actually bad if you ask me. Most likely, like, that Fields is going to be overloaded, because he is going to be a Nod-Krai character and definitely will get some lunar-related damage, related reaction. It's greedy in my opinion, but we'll see, we'll see. What's your favorite character reveal? Oh, about that, after watching it. By the way, about like my favorite character is going to be, you know, to be honest, I like Fields. He looks sick, not gonna lie. On top of that, yeah, like Columbine is going to be like top tier. By the way, Alice is also pretty cool. She looks just amazing, and also her voice. I like Alice's voice so. That voice is so calm, you know, like yeah. And when she's laughing, it's just actually so cool. Not gonna lie. But yeah, about that, so yeah, it maybe feels. Well, I don't know if I go for him. Lauma looks good. The problem is Lauma is bloom reaction, and you know it's hyper bloom, it's burgeon and ordinary bloom. The problem is like we need to go to see her abilities. And by the way, don't forget about that. We are going to get some info about like fields and like within a 1 week. You know why? Because Fields is going to be on the first phase of 6.0 and Lauma is going to be on the second phase of 6.0. So just keep that in mind. We definitely will get some, you know, leaks about these characters' abilities. And yeah, we will need to see like if that bloom, hyper bloom, etc. is going to be so good or not, because at the moment, as you know, like hyper bloom is kind of not so relevant. You know why? Because enemy's HP is high enough and hyper bloom damage is not enough, because it scales on character level, it scales on enemy resistances, and it scales on elemental mastery. We don't have so many characters or like supportive characters who can provide you EM, you know. Another point is hyper bloom can crit after that with Lauma on your team. As you know, like all of the lunar related reactions can crit now. It's actually not bad. You know, it's kind of like Constellation 2 Nahida. As you know, like Constellation 2 Nahida is the only character like with the hyper bloom abilities who can crit. If you check this one, so yeah, Burning, Bloom, Hyper Bloom and Burgeon reaction damage they receive can score crit hits. You see? So yeah, you can actually like kind of like make Constellation 2 iansan for every reaction. Hey Zoro, how are you doing? Sorry if I late for answers, guys. Everything yes. Fields is playable in 5.9. Nah, 5.9 now. Like Zoro is kidding. We don't have 5.9. Fields is going to be in 6.0. Come on. Come on, Zoro. He's just kidding, guys. Zoro, Fields is going to be released in 6.0 first phase and Lauma is 6.0 second phase. We will not get 5.9. We're not going to get 5.9. We never got, and I don't think they will. Maybe in the future, we'll see, but not today. Yeah. No, like 6.0. Because like yeah, by the way, like about tier list, we like looks like Columbina and Alice is going to be like S rank. I mean like yeah, the most valuable characters in Nod-Krai. Second tier list is going to be Durin and just a second, let me check that. Did I close? Oh my god. Just a second, guys. Oh yeah, this one. So yeah, second tier, let's do Durin and Nicole, by the way. So yeah, just keep that in mind, like this character. And like third tier list is going to be Varka, Lightkeeper, Nefer, Lauma. So yeah, but again, it's still questionable. You know why? It depends on their kit. Just keep that in mind, because like just imagine they will give like ton amount of multiplier for Lauma. In this case she is going to, but I still maybe wouldn't suggest you to go for Hyper Bloom character Lauma. You know why? The problem with Hyper Bloom, Burgeon and like Bloom, this character is going to be irrelevant in so fast. You know why? They just add 1 million HP on enemy and that's it. You cannot use that Hyper Bloom at all. That's a problem with Hyper Bloom. You know, that's why Emily, for example, is pretty good. Yes, she can do Hyper Bloom as well, but on top of that, she actually can do like yeah, burning stuff, which is actually can crit. You know, yes, we can crit with Hyper Bloom now with Lunar Bloom. That's true, but again, it's still like going to be like transformative reactions. Will stay transformative reaction. They also revealed Anne Nicole. Oh yeah, this patch is gonna give too much of awaited character. No, like Griffin, like it's not going to be all of the stuff in the same patch. You know why? Let's say we have some like roadmap for characters. I don't like. Looks like Columbina is going to be released in 6.2 or 6.3. I don't know exactly. But again, Durin is going to be in 6.1. Alice is going to be like in 6.8 something, 6 or like 5. Varka in 6.4 or 5, you know? So yeah, like we still have some time. We definitely will get some time. Unfortunately, as you know, like yeah, Genshin Impact is not so generous when it comes to primogems. So yeah, you need to decide which character to go. That's a problem. And by the way, if you ask me, just forget about signature weapons, unless the character is your favorite one. We better get Dodoko Island in 5.9. No, right. No, we're not going to get Dodoko Islands. Wait, I need Lauma actually. I can make Nilo's Bloom Crit. Yeah, that's true. You can. If you don't have Nahida Constellation 2, then go for Lauma Constellation 0, and that's true. You can crit with Bloom. That is true. And yeah, maybe Nilo's team is going to be the only one which can benefit for a long time, because as you know guys, Nilo's Bloom team is still extremely relevant. I mean, like this team is so cool. The problem is you need, let's say like that, her best team, as you know, like core is like Nahida. It was Nahida, Kokomi and Nilo, right? You either can add, by the way, right, about like, yeah, you either can add second Dendro or Yelan. Actually, Yelan gives slightly more damage than second Dendro because Nahida's application is enough. But again, I don't have the characters to test it, but according to the info, yeah, it's like that. When it comes to Lauma, so yeah, you definitely will maybe go for Nahida and Lauma. Sorry for my voice, I got sick a little bit, guys, so yeah, for a couple days, that's why I wasn't streaming. Yeah, and because of that, my voice is kind of like, yeah, strange a little bit. Sorry about that. 5.9 version phase 1 capitano. Okay. And like Shorekeeper phase 2 paimon. Oh, but it's, by the way, about like Shorekeeper and other stuff. Tomorrow is going to be Wuthering Waves and Frolova. I still like a little bit like skeptical about like Frolova. You know why? Because but we'll see, we'll see. I know that she looks crazy and deals pretty good damage. And maybe I will go for her signature. Because I noticed that, you know, like in WoW, if you don't go for a signature, or like if you go for a signature, the Tower of Adversity, or like how they call it, it's actually so easy. I now use a team like Cartesia with signature, Chacona and Shorekeeper without signatures, but yeah, it's so easy to play. I can clear this 24-star easily. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? Breaks the game. Like, the dream is always like install and reinstall the game. Install, uninstall, install, uninstall. I don't know why, but again, maybe it like makes sense. Ideal team would be like Nilo, Lauma, Nahida, Kokomi. Yes. Yes, definitely right. I agree with you. In this case, I agree with you, because let's say like that. I don't think you can switch. You still can switch Nahida with Yelan. You know why? It depends on Lauma's application. If Lauma can apply crazy amount of Dendro, then you can switch with. But again, Nahida is better. You know why? Nahida gives you Dendro, and Nahida can crit now, and because all of the Bloom reactions will be converted into the Lunar Bloom and can crit now. That's true. Damn, like Dreamer's one, that's true. How are you doing, Tanuki? Dreamer's Constellation 2 is broken as one, like gives like 100% damage bonus on all party members, like additionally doubts like when party members it gives 1k percent. That's crazy actually. Just imagine then the 1k damage. And by the way, don't forget about like we should get Imaginarum Sera, if I'm not mistaken, in a week or something. Let me check that. Oh yeah, 8 days. And new Stygian Onslaught. And yes, if you ask me, I will kinda like give up on Diary mode. Unfortunately, so yeah. because yeah, I'm not going to like, yeah, you need like some time to do it, and yeah, it's actually like, and you need some damage, unfortunately. Yeah, you know what's the problem is? For example, for that new cactus, we're going to get new enemy. You need to go for Inefa and her signature, which is actually not worth it at all, in my opinion. I mean, yes, if you spend to the game, that's completely okay. Oh yeah, but you need those, like Inefa without signature might be not enough, because signature weapon gives you like 60% crit rate and 40% lunar damage, which is actually crazy. Siege Onslaught reset before bans. Yeah, that's true. I know that. So yeah, Siege Onslaught will be reset in like in a week or 5 days, something like that. Battle. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's true. I mean, view details. I forget like where you can check it. But yeah, it's like, yeah, like you mean like I cannot use that citlali's weapon? That is true. But again, citlali's weapon might be useful in the future because it gives damage, you know. Let's say like that. I can use it with mavuika anyway, and I will get more damage. I can use it with Arlecchino, I can get more damage because it's also going to be like a vape, melt or vape teams, you know, vape damage. Also, don't forget about that, like Columbina. You know why is that? Columbina is going to be Hydro, as you know, so yeah, maybe like she will convert like maybe a lunar vape, something like that, most likely. It's going to be lunar vape. In this case, that weapon might be useful also. You can check it on the map. On the map. Hi Dreamers, how are you doing? On the map. What? Oh yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, 5 days and 10 hours, I got it. So yeah, I just like, you know what's the problem is, like, yeah, they need to add like another icon like in here, like alongside this one too. So yeah, we should get like another one. Would be nice actually, you know. All right, so yeah, that's like that. We are yeah, I will see how it goes. About Inefa, by the way, yeah, she deals pretty good damage. By the way, like I went to Lose Gaming and Moga got early access. I would suggest you to check I Win to Lose. You know why? Unfortunately, this time Moga decided to use constellations on all of his characters and also signature weapon, which is actually bad because it's going to be like, it gives you huge damage, you know, because her signature weapon is just crazy as hell. So yeah, because of that, I haven't watched I Win to Lose, unfortunately. I will do it as a stream or like maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But yes, Inefa is not going to be so bad. Lunar damage is actually pretty cool, but keep that in mind, it's not so great when it comes to electrocharge. The point is, it's because of weapon, by the way. Like I watch Moga's weapons, or Moga's video. And yeah, it's because of like that signature weapon is just crazy. Unfortunately, we don't have any alternative weapons, you know? Like none of them is actually even close to her signature. None of them. I mean, yes, you can use this one, but it gives you the same amount of crit damage, some attack, right? And base attack, but it doesn't give you 40% lunar charge damage. 40% lunar charge damage is just crazy. It's you can say it's constellation to xilonen, you know? As you know, like xilonen gives you with constellation, gives you additional damage, right? Just imagine, it's kind of like constellation. Yes, it's not exactly, but you got the point, you know? Just imagine like additional damage, 40%. It's crazy actually. About the Abyss, yeah, it's like, it's not a leaked. You know why? Because usually they just give them the ability to play first chamber. As you know, like when they just like use... Oh yeah, maybe like second chamber as well. I don't know, maybe it's like, it depends on like hoyoverse. Because if Hoyo allows you to do that Spoil Abyss, then it's okay. Usually they close the like, yeah, that option. Durin, no, looks like Durin is not support. You know why? In my opinion, I think Durin is going to be not support, it's going to be like DPS. Why? because we're going to be Alice, and Alice should be support. But we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe, because it's still questionable.
The musket is my favorite weapon. It's both powerful and threatening. Sometimes the latter trait is
maybe
far
yes,
more
we'll see.
useful.
I mean, like, I still, like, you know what? The point is, like, we have tier list, and looks like Columbine and Alice is going to be, like, S tier list. Durin is going to be second one. So, yeah, going for Durin, I would say it depends. By the way, just keep that in mind, Durin is not going to be a Nod-Krai character. Alice is not going to be a Nod-Krai character. And because of that, Alice, just imagine, she's going to be so high in that tier list, you know, S tier list, without Nod-Krai stuff. It's just crazy. So, like, how powerful she's going to be. Just amazing. Could you check my chasca build? Of course I can. I rebuild, yeah, definitely. I like Columbina, Varka and Alice. I mean, about Varka, I will think, you know why? If he's going to be DPS, I will skip him. You know why? I mostly prefer, like, let's say like that. At the moment, but it depends. Varka is not going to be a Nod-Krai, and because of that, yeah. It's like, yeah, Nod-Krai characters, like, should be, like, so powerful. Just a second. Oh my god. Are you online? Oh, just a second. Oh yeah, Cuba, my bad. Chasca. I heard Nicole is Alice support and like Alice is DPS. Yeah, maybe. Like, let's say like that, Remus. Like, it's still, you know, like what? Alice and Nicole, they both are not going to be Nod-Krai characters. So yeah. Damn, that's a crazy amount of attack, not gonna lie. No, that's good. That's actually crazy. You got so much. Damn, bro. And it's also like completely like it's 40k. Like a 100% crit rate. Oh, I see, you use this weapon. You're cheating actually. I know, with this weapon. And by the way, you know what? If you use this weapon, if you ask me that, I would suggest you to switch, use WIFI set. You know why? You will get more damage. I'm waiting for second copy of Skyward Harp. And after that, I will switch to WIFI set. WIFI set will definitely way more flexible when it comes to damage than this one, because let's say let's be honest, Constellation Zero like Chasca is not a great DPS character, but with WIFI set she can be good supportive character as well, you know, when you use with Furina, for example, like, or Azuka with Mavuika, you know. I had to get 30 crit rate on artifacts to not overcap lol. Yo, let me check the like say artifacts. So yeah, the talent, like, yeah, amount of attack is crazy, not gonna lie, it's just so cool. And by the way, it's, I don't know if she is within a team, but yeah, this weapon is so good. I like this Skyward Harp, it's so flexible. And the talents, oh yeah, you don't need that normal, that's true. Nice, 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 that's crazy. Okay. You still have some like room to improvement. Yeah, I got it. So yeah, you use this one most likely because most likely you have another one with crit rate, but yeah, you don't need to overcap. That's why you use this one, because to be honest, it's not the best one. Oh my god, that's crazy actually, for real. Attack, damn, bro. Yeah. That's cool build actually. Yeah, if you don't have WIFI set at least close to this substats, like this one, no need to switch to WIFI set. My WIFI set is better than my Obsidian Codex, and when I get that weapon, I will switch it definitely, because I get more damage. I just got like that 31 City Goblet for real, that's crazy actually. That's actually like so cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot check like how many like upgrades went, but looks like you got it with the 3 substats, and all of the upgrades, 4 of them went into the crit damage. So yeah, because like yeah, if you get 5, it should be better than that, slightly more than that, you know, it should be like 34, 35, etc., something like that. 4 rolls so into like crit damage, that's true. I just have one good VV set. Oh yeah, like if you don't have VV set, like full 4-piece VV set, then yes, keep Obsidian Codex, definitely. Because like yeah, you have like actually crazy. But just keep that in mind. If you get some in the future, I would maybe suggest you to switch. I definitely will switch because it's like more, you know, like your DPS, maybe Chasca's personal damage will be slightly lower. But that's obvious because like she's not DPS and you give her like let's say like that, she's not great DPS, you know, and you give her supportive set. So because of that, but you definitely can get more DPS like overall for your team because of like that VV set. You can do swirl, you can get that you know, like rest shred for 10 seconds. It's actually more than enough to do couple charge attacks. I heard Vortex, but like not confirmed. Durin is the buffer and healer too, and it's like Bennett and Link according, like if let's say like that, James, if Durin is going to be like this, then he should be must-have character, not gonna lie. If he's going to be like the buffer and healer, etc., something like that, that's crazy actually. Vortex tomorrow, Frollo, yes, it's coming. How much have you farmed? I have 80 wishes plus about 13k asteroids. So yeah, I will be okay. I can get her weapon and I can get her like yeah, Frollo as well. Maybe I will go for a weapon. But again, we'll see. You know why? Because as you know, like Kranel is joins our stream, and actually like looks like he's pretty good in Wuthering Waves as well. And he told me that you, like if you don't like Camellia, it means you play Camellia wrong. I mean, yeah. But we'll see. I have some questions to him, like yeah, about that Camellia, because I have Camellia, which is Havoc. I have Traveler, which is like yeah, like not Traveler, like yeah. I have Rover, which is Havoc as well. But yeah, if Frollo is going to be broken as hell, I will check that tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be like Wuthering Waves stream. Vortex, will Lauma heal? No, I don't think so. You know why? I mean, Chasca with mavuika Furina Bennett team. Out DPS my Arlecchino Mel team. No, it's not possible. Mavuika Furina Bennett outside like Arlecchino Mel team. It's not possible. Because the Wave team and you want to say like yeah, it's not possible. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, like yeah, I don't know your build, so I cannot say that. Maybe use like you know, like a 1-star weapon, 1-star polearm and do the damage to, yeah. But yeah, it's not possible because like it still depends. You know what the point is? Chasca cannot be played against multiple enemies. It's actually bad. When it comes to single enemy, like Arlecchino has AoE and her damage is not distributed between the enemies. Chasca has AoE, but her damage is distributed between enemies, which is actually terrible. Guys, please chill. Just wait for Durin to release. About the Durin, yes, like Zora, about the Durin is going to be released, by the way, in 6.1 according to the leaks. If you ask me, I personally didn't like his outfit so much. Because you know why? If you remember, if with that wings, etc., something like that, he looks like sick. But now he's kind of like, you know, like, let's say, pyro version of Dahlia. The calm person, you know, it's me, so like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Sorry for late, what? Okay, no worries. Camellia is strong, Vortex, like she is the only character who is free to play friendly for real. Like yeah, it's just like yeah, that's the point. Like and yeah, that Kranel actually like yeah told me that you play that Camellia wrong because she's actually extremely. Oh, by the way, you know what? I yesterday found how to use Calcharo. Actually, he's plays out of charge attack. I didn't know that. You know, he plays out of and he's broken as hell. Yes, my Calcharo is Constellation 4, as you know. Damn, bro, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, he plays out of charge attack, and actually his damage is so cool. I definitely can clear like force floor with Calcharo, with like Genshin's signature weapon. I use a level 80 weapon and not completely talent leveled up on Calcharo, and you know what, the damage is actually was so crazy. I will do the test maybe tomorrow. Account to Lix Lauma have Lunar Bloom. Yeah, we know that. Like, yeah, it's going to be Lunar Bloom. About the Lunar Bloom, by the way, it's related to the Hyper Bloom, Virgin, and Bloom, by the way. It applies. Bloom is like a Nilo. I tried both Arlecchino, Citlali, xilonen, Escoffier, Bennett teams. Oh yeah, maybe. It's true, Nilo became yeah, like I would say, if you ask me, like Nilo is going to be the only one who can like for a long term can benefit from that Lauma and that Lunar Bloom, because Hyper Bloom and Virgin is going to be bad. Just bad, because yeah, it depends. If they add a couple millions on enemies HP, Hyper Bloom is dead. That's it. Because Hyper Bloom, it's like a strict damage. You cannot like, yeah, it's unfortunately, yes, it scales on elemental mastery, character level, and enemies resistances. That's it, and that's a problem. But yeah, don't forget about that. Lunar Bloom can crit, you know. But again, it's still like a transformative reaction, some sort of transformative reaction. If it's true, Nilo became like, yeah, I even tried with Homa and stuff for Scarlet and for real. Couldn't believe my eyes. Maybe, right? I don't know. Like, you know why? Because like Arlecchino is actually crazy. If you use citlali, by the way, you need to do some pause before doing like damage, before doing some hits, you know. Because if you do it immediately, you just lose that. It's because Arlecchino's has 2.5 second application time, but citlali 2.0 second application time. Because of that, they are not well synchronized. Not like with mavuika. That's why mavuika is so crazy with citlali, and like with Rosa, you know. So yeah, and with Escoffier as well. That's why Escoffier is the only one who actually pretty good, because she hits actually every second, and you can like catch that cryo with Arlecchino. I honestly thought like Chasca dealt way worse damage, but like she is excellent like against like single target. Yeah, against single target she's cool. I'm not gonna lie. Against single target, Chasca is good. She can deal crazy amount of damage. When it comes to multiple targets, it's like you can cry actually. You know, the problem is distributive damage. But against single target, yes. Let's say like that. It's still not comparable with Arlecchino in my opinion. But you know, it depends. It depends on your mavuika, it depends on your Furina and Bennett, you know, if you have like, because like they're mostly supportive character and you use Chasca as a DPS, you know, and you can fly, it's super easy and flexible. I mean, like, yeah, no need to like struggle with that, you know, dodging, etc., something like that. Become support? Yeah, maybe, like Dreamers. I honestly thought Chasca dealt way worse. Oh, okay. Varka holding Wolfgrave, so that's true. So yeah, that was a gravestone, but you know what doesn't mean? It means like he is going to be a Claymore character, and that's problem, you know. DPS Claymore, no, I don't think I will go for Varka, but we'll see. You know, you never know. I mean, but yeah, it depends. I made sure to melt with Arlecchino too. I made sure to melt, look, but melt is like crazy, maybe. Let me, you know what, let me try this one. I actually like pros, maybe like, yeah, if I will like, yeah, spend more time on this one, let's give it a try. I want to do like the last boss, just like, yeah, just couple tries, then I'll do some, because this one is the only one which actually like, yeah, I can clear maybe. Because mavuika, when it comes to mavuika, it's difficult with TDDs, it's actually so terrible. Okay, let's give it a try, and we'll see how it goes. Just a second, Zoro. Like, yeah, let me just spend 2 minutes.
Let my name echo in song. Goose on the loose. A little smile. Shoot. Skirk. Power. Shower me with praise. Let the world come alive. Off to the freezer. At first, the flavor. Hold that pose. Hard hitting it. Extinguish. Mine to wield. Yeah. Time to shine. Adaptive frosting.
I need to look.
The pinnacle of excellence. Smile. Shoot. Annihilate.
What did you try? That's the only way Genshin can. Oh my god. What? I made sure to my like Vortex, like I hope they completely change Genshin like gameplays, animation, presentation. You know what's a problem, Zoro? Like, yeah, you mean like with Nod-Krai? You know what, like why I don't like Nod-Krai? So yeah, at the beginning of the stream I mentioned that the problem is the new characters, because now for do some like back then, for example, right? You actually can use. For example, Cookie Shinobu, right? To do overload, to do electrocharge, to do hyperbloom, and all other stuff with only one character. Yes, maybe for overloaded or electrocharge she is not like crazy as hell, but you still can do it, and actually not a bad damage. Now with Nod-Krai characters, for this type of reaction you need different characters, and that's a problem. That's a problem what I see. Because, for example, as you know, like in FA is going to be like lunar charge, right? That feels most likely is going to be lunar overloaded or something like that. Because overloaded is also like somehow like a transformative related reaction, you know? That's a problem, you know? And yeah, like when it comes to weapon melt, it's going to be the same. Because as you know, like we will get different characters. And by the way, it might be a pyro character. Just imagine they will release one pyro. Yes, maybe it's not pyro. Maybe Columbina is going to be some lunar. Most likely yes, because she is a Nod-Krai character. But again, you got the point. We need different characters for like not the same archetype, but the same element. You know, that's a problem. Work about like to power creep the look. Oh, look, yeah, but that definitely like Rat. Come on, like yeah, he's going to be like Claymore and most likely DPS, an emo character. Yeah, definitely, because like the look is kind of like yeah, you know. Vortex, I'll try. Only take a second to read my comment. What? Vortex, it will only take a second to read. Come on, like Zoro, why is that? It will take a second to read my comment. Oh, okay. Power Creep Shao and Wanderer Rat. No, Power Creep Shao and like Power Creep Shao and Wanderer. Why is that? I mean, yeah, maybe. And I hate Wanderer with passion. Like you know, like you are not alone. Wanderer is great DPS, but he is old character. Nah, he's not so great, unfortunately. Chasca is better. If you ask me, Chasca is better. At Constellation 0 without signature weapon, Chasca is better. And you know what? That's the point. You know what? Let me show you something. I have a, you know, like I have a friend, which is like Memo. He is actually crazy in this game. He is actually so skillable. The point is, if he has, yeah, I don't see that, but again, his Chasca is Constellation 3. This Chasca, and he has Constellation 6 Wanderer. This Chasca deals more damage than his Wanderer Constellation 6 and signature, with signature weapon. Just keep that in mind. I mean, like, Wanderer is not so great, if you ask me. Even at Constellation, yes, he's not bad. He was He wasn't so bad back then, but now yeah. Like yeah, Dreamers like only watch the video, and if we see like some damage, he says like yeah, in this case like Wanderer is like okay, yeah, I just like yeah, try to like yeah. Shao was always better than Wanderer, like I believe. Yeah, about that actually yes, you know why that Shao is always was better. Playing Shao is slightly like yeah, building Shao is extremely difficult. But playing Shao is actually not so difficult. I mean like yeah, I cannot play, I don't have Shao so much, I don't like plunging, you know? Even with Varesa I kinda like bad a little bit. But yes, Shao with Constellation 6, Furina with Shanyun and like some healer is actually crazy and better than like Wanderer. But yeah, when it comes to Constellation 0, I don't know like with... Alright, so yeah, let me do something. Let me do some stuff. Yeah, I will go for this, well, like artifacts. Maybe I can get some upgrade for my... you tell me, for my skirk. Alright, so yeah, let's do something like that. Unfortunately now we have some crazy 4-star characters which must have, which is Chevreuse, iansan, but again this might change, not slightly, but in the future. You know why? With Aino and like Jahoda, they are going to be released in Nod-Krai in 6.0. Maybe they will get some like crazy skill, you know, crazy mechanic. You know, with healing stuff, buffing, etc., something like that. Like, for example, buffing like some sort of reaction, especially lunar-related damage, you know? Then, yeah, you can forget about Chevreuse and iansan and Bennett. Most likely they will do that, keep that in mind, guys. You know why? They want to get rid of Bennett for a long time. And now Chevreuse is like, yeah, is the next one, and iansan is going to be the next one. Just keep that in mind. Yes, iansan still will be like valuable because her buff actually, with Constellation 4 especially, doesn't rely of that moving so much, you know, and she can do Night Soul Blessing. But again, you need to sacrifice another place for other character. I mean, lunar charge, lunar related character, you know. It's sometimes it's not going to be so beneficial. Shao was like Shao Constellation 4, Jin, Zhangli, Bennett like Chun-Ling. Oh yeah, maybe I like... No, actually, like, it's not like that. You know, like, if you ask me, guys, like, you're arguing for, like, with no reason. You know why? I was talking about the team Faruzan for Wanderer as well. When it comes to damage, Faruzan, Shao, and Faruzan Wanderer, Shao does better damage than Wanderer. And yes, I'm talking about Constellation 6. Shao just like did more damage than Wanderer. That's it. With Constellation 0, signature weapon, and Faruzan, Shao does better damage. It's like that. I mean, like, Wanderer is not so great, unfortunately. I don't want to say it's terrible, but you know what, that Faruzan, as you know, like Faruzan, like, yeah, that is correct. Faruzan, she was released like, yeah, after Shao, you know? So yeah, Shao was like without Faruzan for a long time, but Faruzan was released with Wanderer, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and guys did the test. That's Wanderer. Oh yeah, like, yeah, I just... Oh my god. Oh my god. For real HP. I don't need that HP. Come on, oh my god. I will keep it anyway. This one is actually not bad. But unfortunately not a like finale of the deep. I need that set. I need the set for my skirk. So bad. Yeah, to increase her damage a little bit. Alright, so yeah, let's try it again. Just like, yeah, give it a chance. I did actually not, like, yeah, pretty, like, yeah, couple attempts, like, off field or like off camera. Yeah, I was super close, but not enough damage. Oh my god, that's not it. That's definitely not it. I don't want to fight Topa. Okay, let's do this one. And by the way, the next Stygian Onslaught Fearless mod is going to be like okay, not so difficult I assume.
Let the world collide! A burst of flavor! Hold that pose! Hard hitting it! Surge!
Oh, I missed the ball.
Let my name echo in song! Goose on the loose! Breaking new! Annihilate! Strike a pose! Let the world collide! A little amuse-bouche! A burst of flavor! Smile! Hard-hitting exclusive! Extinguish! The stars!
I need to like, yeah, I need to do like more. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not good when it comes like slightly. I need to get used to that. Yeah, if you miss some seconds, like yeah, it's kind of like yeah, you're done. If you don't have enough DPS.
Let my name echo in song! The pinnacle of excellence! A dash of breaking new! Let the world collide! Off to the freezer! A burst of flavor! Hard hitting it! Surge! Strike a pose! Time to shine! A little amuse-bouche! The pinnacle of hold that pose! Shoot! Extinguish! Let my name echo in song! A burst of flavor! Say cheese!
Mine to wield.
You see, like, yeah, I just like slightly, like, I'm like a little bit lower, like the most I could do like is this one. It's not a second, like, it's not a one, like, yeah, maybe. It's not a second, it's about like maybe 5 seconds. But yeah, I still have damage on my skirk. I need to adjust my rotation a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely doable. I just need to get used, because like I messed up with, I did one charge attack, unfortunately. But again, it's doable with my team. It's actually, like, let me show you my team, by the way. It's nothing special. Yeah, let me show you within like Stygian. Stygian is actually good when it comes to like showing the characters. So yeah, what I have, it's like Furina with not enough HP, unfortunately, but I use this set because you know what, Rat? Actually, I tested with Golden Troop and this one. This one is way better than Golden Troop on Furina when it comes to like this team. I don't know why, but actually I know why. Because like, yeah, because Skirk is so broken. That's why. And since like, as you know, like Furina provides damage, gaining more attack, it's way better than any other stuff. So yeah. And also you don't have anyone who can, yes, weapon gives you some attack, that is true, but it's not enough, you know? Yeah, no Bennett. You cannot use Bennett, it's only TDDS which provides some attack. So yeah, Scofield cannot provide any attack. She is only like healer and yeah, she is the buffer. So yeah, let me show you the build. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, I use like this weapon, TOM, and actually not a bad ratio. I have like 71 to like 192 with 200 energy recharge. Without that energy recharge, I was kind of like struggling. Because yeah, even without that I struggle. And also I don't have enough HP. Maybe with that amount of HP I can do better. But unfortunately, yeah, I recently got... Just a second. So yeah, I got recently this artifacts, as you know. I recently got this one. So yeah, it's 23 energy recharge, 2.6, actually like 6.2. It's actually crazy because like, yeah, no defense roll, but yeah, energy recharge and 1 flat at HP, which is actually must have. This one I cannot change it. This one is cool. And this one. So yeah, the only artifacts which I can change, maybe like this one. I can sacrifice some crit rate, not gonna lie, or crit damage, because I don't need that so much. You know, but yeah, gaining some HP. So yeah, I will do like 2 AM in Strongbox. It's like when it's like, yeah, it's my Furina. When it comes to Scofier, I use this weapon as well. An artifact is Golden Troop, and her ratio is actually okay, 71 to 190, 181 and 167. So yeah, I switch couple artifacts, and she has pretty good amount of attack. Despite it's like yeah, I tried with that 5-star as well. It's not okay. It's not enough. I don't want mualani since I have new wallet signature used. Hey Ali, how are you doing? Oh yeah, maybe like mualani, you know, like mualani is actually, you know, let's say like that. For this Stygian Onslaught, mualani is crazy. I saw though, like someone cleared with Constellation 1 R1 new wallet. This Stygian Onslaught, it's also possible. But yeah, Furina was with Constellation as well. So yeah, you know. And with like, yeah, a couple characters with some like 5-star weapons. You also can use this weapon. Unfortunately, it's yeah, maybe it gives. So I will try this one as well. I haven't tried yet because you know what the point is. If Furina can gain enough, if you can get enough healing, it means you can gain that 75% buff more quickly, which is actually cool. When it comes to Charlotte, she's Constellation 2. She is like level 70. It's more than enough. Sorry guys. Weapon is TDDS. Unfortunately not consistent, but it's the best what I have. I don't have 5-star weapon. Talents is like kind of like 6. But it's not like, yeah, you can actually leave it at level 9. You will be alright. And attack, it's kind of, as you know, like she heals out of attack. And yes, it's like, yeah, like that. When it comes to my skirk, actually, I switched her build as well recently. Because, yeah, now she's, if you remember, I had like 80 to like 230-ish something crit damage. I switched this crit value a little bit, but increase her attack. And you know what? After doing that, she is actually now better than she was before. The point is this team. Since she doesn't have access to the high amount of attack, its buff, its damage, right? Its attack with TDDS. Because of that, giving her more attack can actually give you more damage. Just keep that in mind. I'm planning to use Mualani, Xilonen, Mavuika, Furina team. Mualani, Xilonen, Mavuika, Furina team. I mean, I maybe wouldn't suggest you to use Furina. It's up to you. Furina is actually... Okay, Dimmers, bye-bye. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you to use Furina, though. You know why? I mean, yeah, but it's up to you. No, it doesn't matter, heal or not. You know why? I mean, like, Furina's application, Hydra application is low. And Mualani's application is low as well. So, as you know, Mualani mostly played out of wave. And Furina can steal that, your application. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, give it a try. But I think Furina is not a great option. I don't think Furina is a great option. About Frolova, yes, Ali. Mavuika team, sorry. What? Vortex, please give Rosa build guide for Mavuika team. Just a second. When it comes to Rosa, actually, what you need to do, it's not so difficult. Like give, like you can give her 4-piece noblesse, but I would suggest you to give her 4-piece TDD, like my bad, 4-piece instructor set. And on top of that, try to give her crit rate as much as possible. And that's it. It's actually easy to use. Because you don't need energy recharge so much, but crit rate might be useful. You know why? The more she has, the more she can provide like with her skill. Yeah, this one. With her passive, my bad. So yeah. Casting like increases crit rate for all nearby party members is actually not bad, you know, like you by 50%. Actually, like by getting that, you can decrease your crit rate from your for 10 seconds. It's more than enough for Mavuika to do like bursts, damage, and donuts, you know. So because of that, it's instructor set. It's and yes, and like any polearm with crit rate, you actually can use White Tassel. I don't want to say it's a great weapon, but since it's provides like you crit rate, you actually can use it. It's, by the way, not because of damage, because with Mavuika team, mostly you use Rosa as a cryo application, you know? So yeah, this weapon might be useful. Hey Yuki, how are you doing? Do you think Durin will be 5-star? Yes, Durin is going to be 5-star, definitely. I mean, let me say you something. You know what, guys? So yeah, all of the characters we got on that teaser, let's say like that. What character is going to be like a 5-star? It's like, it's Flims. Just a second, let me just check his name. Films or Flims? Flims, right? Flims. He's a Flims. Just a second. Just Flims. Yeah, Flints. So yeah, which character is going to be 5-star? Varka is a 5-star. Nicole is a 5-star. Like Durin is a 5-star. Flints is a 5-star. Nefer is a 5-star, most likely. It's still questionable, but most likely. Lauma is a 5-star. Alice is a 5-star, and Kalubina. Only 4-star we're going to get. It's Aino and Jahoda. That's it. So only 2 4-star characters. And by the way, Durin looks like, yeah, I don't know exactly, but yes, like recently, like, yeah, but like on the stream, like Dreamer says that he might get the buff function and also like some healing abilities, you know. In this case, like Durin might be pretty decent sub DPS supportive character, you know. Furina on heal, so she wouldn't steal. Oh, Furina on heal, so, but it's a waste. It's a waste, you know why, Rat? Because as you know, Furina, when she is on heal, she cannot apply Hydro at all. And why do you need some healing? It's better to go like for Candice, it's better to go for Yell. Even Yellen might be better, because it's like she can give you more damage, you know that? Again, it's up to you, because... yeah, maybe, just give it a try. I mean, like, just give it a try. I mean, it's still, like, yeah, like, usually, like, using Furina with Mualani is not a great idea, though. And yes, I will try to use different weapon, maybe. Oh yeah, maybe, by the way, like, 40k HP on Furina might be helpful, we'll see.
Everybody stand back! Justice will prevail! Final! Quick as a flash! Start the charge! Yeah! Yeah! It's justice o'clock!
Also, or doing Valser it like if I for real, like it's like okay, so yeah. Attack goblet. Crit damage plus no, of course not. Alright, so yeah. Maybe yes, like unfortunately I don't have you know, let's continue. Today is going to be like a little bit short stream, to be honest. Yeah, I still need to like some time to recover. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow Ali is definitely like a Wuthering Wave stream, and I want to get that Frolova. We'll see how it goes, because let's say, as you know guys, Bleach Brave Souls has that game has an anniversary as well. It's kind of like 10th anniversary. By the way, that's crazy. Just imagine like the game like 10 years old. That's crazy. I started to play the game at, if I'm not mistaken, for 3rd year, something like that. So yeah, I played that game for almost 7 years. That's crazy. I have like amount of login days. I need to check that though. Okay, so yeah, let's do it again.
Kapow! Let's light it up! Drop your weapons! You asked for controlled breathing! Let's charge! Yeah! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Heads up!
And you know what, actually, like, if you ask me, like, Rad asked me, like, yeah, Constellation 6 iansan is broken as hell. According to the numbers, like, she is about like 24% better than Bennett, but it's not that's true. It's actually, she is way more better than Bennett. Way more better than, because like, at first place, you get rid of that circle. Bennett is still valuable, not gonna lie, because he's Pyro, but again, iansan doesn't apply any electro field, which is actually crazy. As you know, Bennett applies, and how you, like, by the way, how you know that you get the buff, but that application. So yeah, if you get this one, you see that, like, it means you are under the buff. That's why when you go out of that, well, you still you get that. You see, your buff is on you. That's why, if you know, like, Bennett, even though Bennett gives you like about 15 seconds, right, buff duration, it's still slightly more, because when that field gone, you still have some pyro application on your character. And if you have some, it means you are under the buff. I really want... It's flints, yeah, that's true, Ali, like I messed up. I really want it to be 5, so yeah. Thanks for, yeah, you're welcome, yeah, like, that Durian is going to be a 5-star, definitely. Cryo, please, my god, Cryo, please, thank you very much. HP Sands, actually, I will keep it. I mean, yeah, just imagine getting that crit rate, unfortunately, no attack. But yeah, if I get some, we'll see. I will do it today. Alright, so yeah, let's do one more, and then strongbox. By the way, you know what, there's a like small trick, I don't know if it's trick or not, you know that like if you want to get like this artifact, try to use a character with this artifact. If you want to get this artifact, try to use a character with this artifact. So yeah, the point is, if you want to get skirk artifacts, yeah, it's still like random. But again, if you want to get skirk artifacts, use a character with this artifact. If you want to get like this artifact, use skirk. Always like you got the point, you know? Yeah, it's kind of might be helpful. Because sometimes, like, you know what's the problem is? Sometimes players use the same team again and again against in domains and want to get something special, which is actually not true, which is bad, you know? Okay, let's do one more. I don't want to say that it's a rule of thumb, you know, but kind of like might be helpful.
Justice will step aside. Start the hero incoming. Oof. Charge. Yeah. Heads up.
Yeah, one of this, and I can... Yeah, you see, it's not always like... it happens. HP and trash one. So yeah, it happens. But yeah, you can get some, you know? Yeah, would be nice to get some crit rate, please. Can you give me some crit rate on that artifacts? And yes, make it broken as hell. Okay, so yeah, let's do some... Oh yeah, let's first create some. Because I feel that I need slightly more like supportive abilities for Furina or some damage from Skirk. Supportive might be better. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's do some TOM. Yeah. I will keep it because it's crit rate. Maybe it went into the crit damage. Oh my god. One more, please. You attack, actually, yes. Give it a try. Okay, let's do it. Let's check our luck. First, let's try this one. Unfortunately, no energy recharge. And instead of attack, it's way better to get like energy recharge, but it is what it is. That's nice. It's actually nice. You know why? The more defense I get... Okay, another defense, please. Nice. Like second defense, alright. Now, let's try this one. Oh, it has defense. Okay, let's give it a try. No. Yes. attack, okay. Now let's try this one. Okay, so yeah. And we need crit rate. Please. Defense. Oh my god, defense. I will keep it anyway. Let's do it like up to level 8. Because actually, HP, oh my god, okay, it's done. I don't think I can get like, yeah, okay, damn bro. That's terrible. Okay, let's try this one. HP sand with like, oh my god, it's terrible. Crit rate. And it will give me crit rate. No, no, HP. Oh my god, that's terrible. Hey MZ, how are you doing? Okay, so yeah. Why keep this one? Huh? Okay. It's about crit rate, I think. Which is actually... Alright. Which is actually defense. Alright. Oh yeah, let's try this one as well. If it's crit damage, would be nice. Defense? Defense. Okay, I got like 5 defense back to back. Come on, like don't give me defense. Oh my god, that's terrible. Okay, give me another defense, please. I want that defense. Let's just defense. Now it's elemental. Oh my god, for real, 21 crit damage. I will keep it. Wozex told you like Varka is an emo. I was right. What? An emo? Varka, but I didn't tell that he isn't. By the way, we knew that he is an emo for a long time. Didn't we? We knew that like for a long time. Did I tell that he is something else? If I'm not mistaken, I didn't. HP flat. Okay, I will keep it anyway. For future, maybe. 16, it's actually 21, it's not bad. His vision is teaser like is an emo, so it's like confirmed now. Oh, it's confirmed. Yeah, but we already got info about all of the characters, by the way. I mean, Varka is an emo, Durin is Pyro. We have info about like Alice, she's Pyro as well. Columbina is Hydro. Lauma is Dendro. Then we got like only 4-star is still questionable, but all of the 5-star is actually yes, we got that. But who is the most character you're excited for? About exciting, you know what the problem is? We got a tier list, and unfortunately Varka is not the best one. You know, the best one is Columbina and Alice. Second one is going to be Durin and Nifer. And third one is going to be Varka, Lightkeeper, etc. Something like that. So yeah, just like wait. No need to be so hyped about Varka. Yes, I don't want to tell he's going to be terrible. But just keep that in mind. He is not going to be a Nod-Krai character. He's going to be like Mondstadt character. So yeah, you know. So because of that, maybe like not so useful. So we'll see. We'll see. Alice has peak design. Yeah, Alice like Columbina, they both has actually crazy design. I have to go lie. And Alice like looks crazy. I like her voice line. I like her voice in general. Like her voice is just so cool. All right. Unfortunately, yes, I haven't got like something special. Okay. Let's get rid of this ones.
Fistos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces.
Ellis has a pizza,
actually,
Colombina
I'm
too,
gonna
but
go
I
buy
hope they
some.
don't Colombina
right
or
back.
Sandor. Sandora, like it looks like Sandora is not going to be playable in 6.0, you know? Even though I made a video about that, if she's going to be playable, looks like she's not. So yeah, looks like only Colombina will be playable like from Fatui Harbingers in 6.0, but we'll see, it's still questionable. Why if they do it again? No, Sandora, like Sandrona, my bad, Sandrona is not going to be like, yeah, playable. Looks like, yeah. Yeah, Sandrona is hard to be playable, yeah, but you know what? Oh, like, Colombina is going to be playable. Colombina is just crazy as hell, not gonna lie. She is, by the way, don't forget to do that web event we have. Special, like, event, and yeah, we have this web event. Song of, like, it gives you, like, 40 primogems, don't forget to do that. And also, like, it reveals some, like, map about Nod-Krai, it reveals some, like, how Colombina looks like, you know, like, yeah, some other stuff. So yeah, just check it, it's actually cool. Hey Kakarot, how are you doing? You sick? What? By the way, is Colombina Hydro? No, she's Hydro. And she's Polar. She's Hydro-Polar character. Varka is going to be Anemo Claymore character. But yeah, you know that already. About Durin, I don't know. Lauma is going to be Catalyst. Like Dendro Catalyst.
The commission at the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, Kakarot, yeah, unfortunately I got sick and like, yeah, like a couple days, that's why I wasn't streaming couple days back to back. So yeah, and I haven't recovered yet. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's like, it's summer and I got flu, it's like terrible, but it is what it is. At least like, yeah, you know, like, just close all of the windows and you're okay. You know, that's terrible. So yeah, but guys, don't forget about tomorrow's, like, I hope. Thank you very much. Take care. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. By the way, tomorrow is going to be Frolova wishing. And by the way, Kakarot, I was managed to clear 24 stars with tenacity, Tao. Like, I mean, like, Toa from Wuthering Waves. Yeah, it was last one. This one is actually, I'm struggling a little bit, but I definitely can finish it. You know what, it wasn't so difficult when you have 5-star weapon, to be honest. Like, yeah, I used the team Cartesia, Chacona, and Shorekeeper. Incredibly crazy team. It's team so crazy because, you know why? Cartesia and Chacona has, how you call it when the character is on field and do some damage or something, yes, that moves. It's, I don't remember that. So yeah, because of that you can buff Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper likes it. And yeah, the team is just crazy. You don't have to stream when you are like sick. It's, you know why? The problem is, like, yeah, we had so many news. Like, yeah, so much news. And yeah, like a new teaser, new characters. The characters are crazy as hell, so yeah. It's still okay. Improving combo, yeah, somehow. The problem is I got a problem for 2 weeks and I missed that like 300 asteroids codes, that redeem codes. That's terrible. Yeah. You know why? I couldn't log into the game. I got like gateway error for 2 weeks in a row. And I used my mobile internet to log into the game and do some daily stuff, you know. Because of that, I missed so many events. You know, I just did it, like, not all of them, recently in a couple days. The game is now okay, but again, that was terrible. I would thought, like, you know, like, I couldn't even do the stream, like, to be honest. But now the game is okay, so yeah, I will do it. Are you taking your meds? Yeah, meds properly? Yes, thank you very much, Kakarot. Yeah, rest is actually, like, helps a lot. Well, rest and water, you know, like, water actually can do some miracle stuff. Not gonna lie. It's like now I'm on the water diet. That's why my voice sounds a little bit like, yeah, like, you know, like low maybe, because yeah, when it's summer. So yeah, I don't know what happened. Most likely, yeah, it's like it happens. And now, like, our weather is actually not so good sometimes, you know. It's windy, it's sunny, and it can change like a couple times a day. It's terrible. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be, guys, summer colds are terrible. That's true. That is actually true. I'm not gonna lie. It's so bad. When it comes to, like, yeah, that Frolova, I think, like, yeah, Frolova, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, she plays out of normal attack as well, like Camellia, you know, but yeah, she's way better. Her normal attack is actually cool, and also she plays that ally on the field. That ally looks so sick. I made a video about that deadly ally, like Frolova's deadly ally. It's so cool. Just imagine you have someone to help you. Just imagine you have 4 players, right? It's kind of like, yeah, on a team. It's cool. Don't die. Yes, okay. Okay, I will be alright. Thank you very much. I can feel that the throat pain, like, just like from your... Oh no, like, luckily, like, I don't have the pain, at least for now. And I think I can avoid that. You know why? Looks like summer cold. It's different from like winter cold, you know. I don't have that throat like pain at all. It's just like slightly different, like slightly like, yeah, different voice. So yeah, like that Frolova again, like, looks pretty good. I maybe will go for her weapon, because looks like her weapon, which is crit rate rectifier weapon, something like that. It's actually must have. And I noticed that, you know, like playing Tau with main DPS with signature weapon is actually way more easy than without the weapon, because weapon gives you so much DPS. Not gonna lie, it's so great play with the signature weapon. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I will go for weapon as well. It's still like definitely for Frolova. I am about like 40 pulls away from Frolova. I have 80 pulls and plus 13k asteroids, so I have enough to go for weapon. Looks like for weapon and for Frolova as well. The problem is, yeah, future characters, because some of the characters are broken as hell, but I will save, you know. And since WoW is not a main game for me, I just go for the characters I like. That's it. And that's actually, like, you know, like, it's, if you ask me, it's the best strategy to do, even in Genshin Impact. So, for example, if you like Varka, like, yeah, go for Varka. MZ likes Varka, for example. I extremely skeptical about Varka. You know why? I still think Chasca is good, and Varka is not going to be a Nod-Krai. He's going to be a monster character. So yeah, no, not any additional stuff, you know. So yeah, ordinary character. That's why Alias, in my opinion, would be so valuable. Just imagine the character which is not Nod-Krai, but will be S tier character. That's crazy. So yeah, just imagine how powerful she's going to be. I'm skipping her. I'm saving for Brand, and for Brand. For real, Kakort, I mean, like, I know the brand, but you know what's the problem with brand, if you ask me? As I know, brand without signature is terrible. You need to go for that. Why did you skip Lupa, though? Lupa is better supportive character, if I'm not mistaken, for Pyro especially. But brand has damage, that's true. You know what's the problem with brand again? He needs ton of energy recharge, he needs crit rate and crit damage. It's because of that, his must have. But again, it's me. By the way, back then I skipped brand only because of that, because brand is extremely difficult to build.
I will make you better.
Shi Yuan. That's how you have to play these characters, like just pull the characters you like, then enjoy it. So yeah, that's true. That is true actually. Lupa is just support, And yeah, I'll get her in the rerun. Yeah, Brand is like insanely. Yeah, Brand is like
special security
I
and
don't know like
surveillance patrol isn't involved
about
in regular
insanely
patrol duties
or
around
something.
Fontaine.
I know that he is
The
kind of
people we're
supportive
after
character as
aren't
well
exactly the
because
type who just
he
pop up
provides
on
some
the
shield
street.
abilities. But you know what's the trick with that shield? That shield actually it's not a shield, as you know. It's kind of like just give you some resistance to interruption. If you get some hits, you still get some damage. But again, if you just like, let's say like that, I would suggest you to test him before pulling, because I see him not so good, if you ask me. And yes, Lupa is only supportive characters, that's true. Lupa doesn't have damage. Yeah, she has some damage, but when it comes to like Brand is better. Brand can do some damage. Brand can be DPS character on the field. You're both insanely OP, I don't know, like yeah, again, like I have Changli. Changli is not so good, unfortunately, but yeah, it depends on your build. I haven't tried her different builds still, like I have bad artifacts maybe. The only like builded character I have, it's Cartesia, it's Chacona, and by the way, Cartesia is not yet completely builded, because I use an animo damage, like yeah, it's aero damage instead of HP. On one of the artifacts, 3-star one by the way. My Chacon and my Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper is good, not gonna lie, she's just crazy. Even though Shorekeeper is not the best one for Chacona Cartesia team, like she's doing pretty well. I have a proper build for him, just like with a 4-star weapon, so I'm like okay, like if you say so, like yeah, I wish you best of luck. I know that he is extremely difficult to build because he needs about like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like ton amount of energy recharge, and on top of that you need some crit rate, crit damage. But if you have like some weapon, like yeah, why not, just go for it.
16. That's a nice haul.
About Frolova, yeah, like you skip Frolova for Brand, I mean like it's kind of like, yeah, we'll see. I will test Frolova by the way before the stream, and then on the stream we can decide, because you know I mean like yeah, maybe Frolova is not so good. I doubt about that. Looks like she's going to be like crazy as hell, but again she plays out of normal, which is actually, you know, like maybe charge attack, but we'll see. Brand is very good, so I mean again, like I don't want to say yes, I have been farming his set since it's got released, so I have, okay, good build. You know what's the problem is, Ali? It's not about like he's bad or like good. The problem is the build. He's difficult to build. Like as a character, like if you ask me, a Brand, as I know, is the most difficult to build character in the game, in WoW, because you need energy recharge, a ton amount of energy recharge, and you need crit rate, crit damage. Without that, using Brand is like, yeah, it's a waste. I really want to lose on Frolova for Brand. For real? Oh guys, you crazy. I didn't expect that. I thought like, yeah, I mean like, when you go, why you go for Frolova though? Then like just skip Frolova. I mean, if you want to lose like 50-50 on Frolova, you will get like some trash characters like Kalcharo, for example. You know, like my Kalcharo. By the way, you know what? Recently, I get used to Kalcharo. And you know what? Kalcharo plays out of charge attack. I didn't know that. And he is broken as hell. I maybe tomorrow will build my Kalcharo completely and I will do some damage. I used him in Toa a couple days ago and he's broken as hell. Maybe it's because of constellations. Mine is constellation 4. And I, by the way, didn't use like Jinshi's weapon. I used that, you know, like that standard 5-star weapon, which is attack. So he had like low crit rate value. I didn't know that. Bro, once both of them low? Oh yeah, maybe. Kalcharo is tough to play, that's why not many players play him. For real, I will do the test, because yes, like a couple days ago I tried Kalcharo and he plays out of like charge attack, and you know what, his charge attack is actually broken as hell. It's so powerful, you know, like not normal but charge attack, you know. The problem is charge attack consumes your stamina. But Frolova without Control or Rochin, even bad, so I would... Oh, for real? I didn't know that. I have Rocha though. My Rocha is like, yeah, I don't have Cantrella. I didn't like Cantrella, to be honest. Like, yeah, she is actually like, yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, the jiggle physics is actually drive me crazy. And yeah, you know, like, it's not because of that, but I have Rocha. Rocha is cool, and she has crowd control. And by the way, you know what, I get used to crowd control with Shorekeeper as well. As you know, like, Shorekeeper's charge attacks gives you some crowd control. Chacona's charge attacks also gives you some crowd control. And it's so cool to play Cartesia, Chacona and Shorekeeper. I will show you tomorrow. So yeah, that's a broken team as hell, because Shorekeeper crowd control is not so good. I mean, like, it's doing some crowd control, but not, you know, it's not powerful if you compare with Chacona's. Chacona is actually crazy. She's like Genshi for Carlotta. Oh, okay. In this case, yeah. Controller is best in for flow for real. Oh, I didn't know that. But
The
especially
musket
you
is
need
my
to
favorite
control
weapon.
more
It's
than
both
Rocha. Oh, for
powerful
real.
and threatening.
Huh.
Sometimes the latter trait is
You
far
have to
more
cancel
useful.
his charge attack properly to get the most out of his burst. Oh, for real? Oh, I didn't know that. I will check that. Thank you very much, Kakarot. So yeah, I mean, like, you mean like if you do it properly, you can get more charge attacks, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, I will check that. Okay. Because, like, you know what? I use him within Toa floor, like first, second, and third one. Just imagine, and I used him on a fourth one as well. And actually, if I build him completely, I can finish him like with that character. That's crazy, actually. I never use him on like fourth floor. Maybe I get some skills, you know, like, yeah, I sharpen my skills a little bit. Just kidding. I will tell, like, yeah, but I didn't know that. But especially you need some
The
like,
special
yeah.
security and surveillance
Control is
patrol
best in
isn't
for
involved
Frolova.
in regular patrol duties
So yeah,
around
you mean like I
Fontaine.
need to go for that.
The people we're
But
after
you know
aren't
what?
exactly the
Actually,
type who
like
just pop up
Rocha
on the
also
street.
can provide an attack buff, if I'm not mistaken. Like she provides some attack buff for Havoc characters.
Commission at the Adventurers Guild.
I don't think you definitely need her like Phoebe or Zani. You can still use Shanhua. I will run Genshi with Frolova. Genshi? I don't have Genshi. But I have Rocha. And I have like, I need to build some healers. Because like, yeah, you know, like I have Verena. I have Shorekeeper. And I have that like 4-star, which I need to build completely. Because she is useful. You know that Cry girl?
Post a commission at the Adventurers Guild. It's been getting quite
Genshi. Yeah, so many characters to get, to be honest, because I know that Genshi is like, oh, she's actually pretty cool when it comes to some characters. But we'll see. I skipped like, I actually did well to skip that Lupa. Lupa is actually like, yes, disappointing if you ask me. I mean, like, yeah, she looks like not bad character, but the damage is not so good.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers
Cause like,
Guild.
she scales on resonance skill for damage, and also if okay, the new team will be like Frolova, Rocha, and Shorekeeper Vortex. Oh yeah, thank you very much. I will yeah. Unfortunately my Rocha is not builded completely. Because like yeah, I need to farm more artifacts. You know why? I mean recently, if you notice that guys, recently farming for echoes in Wuthering Waves, it's so difficult, especially for Cartesia. You know? Because yeah, you get like attack back to back with no reason whatsoever. Back then it was way more easy. Now it's difficult. Yeah, but yeah, like we need to get used to that, because like the more players like play the game, the more greedy company becomes. Like it's always like that. But yeah, thank you very much for that. Like Frolova, Rocha, and Shorekeeper. About Shorekeeper, yes, Shorekeeper is actually. I usually keep Shorekeeper on the last floors, you know, and Toa. Like I haven't tried 100 levels though, but I will do the test, because looks like this 100 is not so difficult, because it's a single boss, and I kind of like sure that I can finish it with my base team, which is Cartesia, Chacona, and Shorekeeper. I'm just so excited of she. Like, who is that? For real? I don't like. Just a second. Let me check that. You just tell me like a second. Just a second. Let me check that. Is she so good?
Oh, Feastos are just the best snack.
Just a second,
They're
guys.
easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces. Actually, I'm gonna go buy some.
Oh,
right
that
back.
dude! I got it. He looks sick, actually. Yes. Now I got it. He's kind of like General Jian's brother, right? Something like that. And what is his vision? It's most likely the name pronounced like Shi Yuan, right? Shi Yuan. Yes, like Shinchu, right? Like Shi Yuan, Shinchu. Like Chu Yuan. Just a second. Let me check. Like I always, not always, but time to time, check the names in Genshin to get used to Wuthering Waves names. Like Shinchu. Chu Yuan. His name is going to be like pronounced like Chu Yuan. Okay, it's Chu Yuan. Okay, now I got it. Hopefully he doesn't need Augusta to be the good. Most likely I hope so, Kakarot. Kakarot will be a support maybe for Augusta. He's a green guy that they like revealed. Yeah, that's true. I just Google it. Yeah, I saw his design. It's actually cool. He looks like General Jian's brother. And yes, Chu Yuan. And a fun, like a poet, as well as a teacher in the Yuan dynasty. After he stopped teaching, he lived.
The Special
reclusive
Security and
life
Surveillance
in the
Patrol isn't
mountains.
involved in regular patrol duties around Fontaine. The people we're after aren't exactly the type who just pop up on the street.
Alright, so yeah. By the way, about Frolova? Is Frolova going to be S tier list or something? I need to check that, definitely. He is a green guy, so yeah. Hey Stefan, how are you doing? Good evening, like to everyone. Hi, what are you talking about? It's about Wuthering Waves and future characters, Stefan. He's a master of Genshin and like bullying. Oh, for real? Bullying, yeah, bullying. Bullying, yeah. Your name is so crazy. Bullying. Okay, bye-bye, Ali, bye-bye. Yes, Chi Yuan, that's true. Yeah, Chi Yuan. Like I always use Shinchu's name to get used to like Wuthering Waves names or like other names when it comes to like
The
Shink or
musket is
Chu,
my
etc.
favorite weapon.
Or Shanling,
It's
for
both
example.
powerful and threatening. Sometimes the latter trait is far more
But yeah,
useful.
about that, we'll see. I mean, when we don't know like the release date, right? I think I will be alright. I mean, yeah. By the way, I need to check that. You tell me. Tier list for Wuthering Waves, because yeah, without tier list, now I don't go for characters without tier list. I don't think it's a good strategy. You know why? As you mentioned earlier, so yeah, it's the best strategy is like go for characters you like. But the problem is I like Camellia as well. But yeah, it ended up like Camellia is, you know, you need to get used to her, unfortunately. Yeah, Chinese names are tough to pronounce, that's true. Augusta will be next patch. Oh, for real? I will skip Augusta maybe. I mean, like, but we'll see. Maybe, let's say like that. I'm not going to completely skip. Maybe I will try to get her, you know, like, yeah, I definitely can get some, like, primogems, like asteroids, you know? And maybe I will be lucky enough I can save some, like, after Frolova. We'll see. Maybe I will skip Frolova. I don't know, though. Most likely I want to go for Frolova. The problem is she's Havoc, and we have actually pretty good Havoc characters. You know, we have Rover, which is actually broken as hell, with a good supportive characters. I have Camellia. Camellia is not bad. She deals good damage. I need to get used to her combos, you know, and like that canceling. It's not bad to like meta characters, Vortex. I also like meta. Yeah, that's true. I'm broke as hell low. I got incredibly unlucky in WoW. For real, me too actually. No, Augusta will be Electro. Oh, Electro. Oh, for real, I didn't know that. Me too actually. Oh, by the way, I recently, like couple days ago, lost to Yuzuha in ZZZ. I wanted that Yuzuha so bad, but unfortunately all of my wishes is kind of like I lost my 50-50s always. In like WoWa, in Genshin time to time, and in Xenozone Zero. Like especially in Xenozone Zero and WoWa. I just like, yeah, that's terrible. I only won like 2 50-50s in, or 3 50-50s in WoWa, that's it. All of them, like, yeah, I lost. Luckily, weapon, yeah, you don't need to lose 50-50, you just get it straight away. Right away.
Should I choose?
August is Electro. Oh, okay. It's actually like, yeah. August is Electro. That's interesting. That's why I hate Genshin so much now. I've lost every 50-50. Yeah, I feel you. When you, like, you know what? I have to go on PD to get, like, oh, that's true. Actually, like, yeah, I feel it. You know why? When you lose, like, every 50-50, it's actually like, yeah, you just like, you know, like, it's a trash game. That's it. That's your thoughts about the game, and that's true. That's why, you know, like, that's why I don't play Xenozone Zero. I just like collect some stuff, and that's it. And as soon as I lost to Yuzuha, I don't log in anymore. So yeah, I will wait for the next character, we'll see. But yeah, that's terrible, because Yuzuha is actually was so cool. In WoWa is the same, but WoWa gives you pretty
The special
good
security and
amount
surveillance
of
patrol isn't involved in
primogems like
regular
asteroids,
patrol
you know.
duties
That's why
around
I
Fontaine.
still play it.
The people we're after aren't exactly the type who just pop up on the
I'm
street.
still excited for Colombina and Varka. About that, by the way, like, yeah, let me tell you, I mentioned that, but again, if you miss that, so yeah, the characters like tier list is going to be like that. Colombina, Alice is S tier list. Durian, Nicole is going to be like A tier list, and B tier list is going to be Varka, Lightkeeper, Nefer, Lauma, and like, yeah, and the 4 stars. You know, just kidding. And 4 star is going to be Aino and Jahoda. So yeah, like Colombina is going to be else, like, but Varka, you know, like, what's the problem with Varka? I still think that Chasca might be, maybe like Varka is going to be like definitely better than Chasca. You know why? Because a brand new character, no way they will do it like so low in damage. Definitely better. But Chasca is so crazy because, like, yeah, she can fly, she can convert, she, by the way, ignores resistances, as you know. She, like, yeah, also, like, she has some other stuff. So yeah, we'll see, like, if Varka is going to be so flexible like Chasca is. Is Durin support? Oh yeah, Durin, yes. I'm still excited, so yeah, looks like yes. Like Dreamers told that Durin is going to be support of field support character with the healing abilities and debuff abilities. You know, if he is going to be like that, it's crazy as hell. He must have, you know, and in this case, he's definitely not a like second tier list. You know, B tier list. He is going to be like S tier list, definitely. Hopefully Varka uses Farazan, so I can put my C6 Farazan. About that, yes. Most likely, you know why I think like he can use Farazan, because he is not going to be a Nod-Krai character, and because a one-shot character with maybe some like you know, like just like buffed character, you know what I mean? So yeah, new anemo with a more damage, etc., something like that. Oh my god, come on.
Quick as a flash!
Come on, just kill. I like dogs, but yeah, like dogs in Genshin Impact so annoying. Sorry about that. But yes, like let's say like that. It's better to wait for Varka, by the way, is going to be released in 6.4 or 5. Keep that in mind. First banner is going to be like Flints, and it's the first phase, Flints, and second phase is going to be Lauma, which is lunar dendro character, lunar bloom character. And yeah, my Farazan is Constellation 5, but I don't think I will go for Varka, to be honest. We'll see, because you know why? I, in general, don't like anemo DPS characters. Even though I have Chasca, but you know, like, I went to Chasca only because of that exploration abilities. Only because of that. She's crazy when it comes to exploration. Hopefully the power creep doesn't increase as much as it... No, it's definitely not. You know why? Oh, like it depends. You know why? When it comes to like Inefa is crazy with her signature weapon, and signature weapon actually gives you 60% crit damage and 40% lunar damage. It's actually so much buff, you know? Just imagine, it's kind of like xilonen Constellation 2, you know? Like, yeah, like it's like rough comparison, it's not like exact comparison, but still. And it's terrible, if you ask me. Just imagine going for the characters and like her weapon gives you like more buffs than the xilonen Constellation 2.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Yeah, the signature are getting too much better. Yeah, definitely. And that's a problem. And you know what? Even though the game itself is not power creeped, I mean, when it comes to characters, DPS is power creep. It's kind of like DPS, and like we have some, you know, inflation when it comes to HP and DPS. You know, it's actually bad because definitely it's increased DPS when it comes to that weapon. Because you know why? You know what's the problem is? We don't have any weapon can be even close to that Inefa's signature weapon. Not like literally none of them. This one, yes, like Savohoma provides the same amount of crit damage and attack. The point is, it gives you attack buff, which is actually, you know, like it's not a damage after all. You know that it depends damage or like on your team. It depends what would you like to go, attack or damage. But again, 40% is actually cool. It's so high. Mavuika raised the ceiling too much for DPS. Yeah, but she is, let's say like that. You know what? Actually, yes, I agree with you. Mavuika did that. But yeah, we got HP inflation for a long time. Actually, it's like it was actually before Mavuika, if you remember that. Let's say like that. Yes, they made the changes before Mavuika when they, if I'm not mistaken, they gave us like 250 HP buff, you know, on enemies in Spile Abyss, right? It was before Mavuika even, or after Mavuika. I don't remember exactly. But again, just imagine, and yes, when it comes to Stygian Onslaught, it's just crazy as hell, like 50 million HP. Damn, bro, that's crazy. I'm not confused if I should go for Varesa now that they are releasing a new Electro DPS. Oh, no, I wouldn't suggest you to do that. I'm not confused if I should go. No. I wouldn't suggest you to go for Varesa. You know why? Let's say like that. You can go for Varesa, but the problem is Varesa's like, you know what's the problem with Lunar Charge? You still can use Varesa, by the way. The point is, as you know, like this one is a, let's say like that, it's not maybe the best team, but actually pretty decent team, right? What character you can change to get like, only Bennett can be changed, right? So yeah, like future characters can like should provide more than Bennett can buff, you know? That's a problem, because Chevreuse actually is crazy as hell. She gives, like with Constellation 6, she is better than Bennett. Iansan, she is flexible and she needs Varesa because of energy, as you know, Even though she's Constellation 2, it's better to go for Varesa rather than Bennett. So yeah, like the point is, we don't have like 5th place for the character, we have only 4, and you need to sacrifice some characters. That's a problem with Luna.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol isn't involved in regular patrol duties around Fontaine.
I've given up like on Stygian Onslaught.
Yeah,
I give up on Stygian Onslaught Diary Mode, that is true. I'm not going to do like Diary Mode. But I definitely will do Fearless mods. I still will try myself in Diary mode, but you know what's the problem is, like with Diary mode? With Diary mode you need at least like character and signature weapon. Yeah, without signature weapons you can do nothing. I only saw one run with a 4-star weapons only, with Mualani Constellation 0 and this weapon. R5. This one. So yeah, Sacrificial Jade. That was the only run with a 4-star weapon I saw. It was Mualani, it was like Amber, it was Shanling if I'm not mistaken, and like yeah, something else. So yeah, like that. It was the only run I saw. I can't do fearless mode. Don't have enough for real. Anyone for lava? But yeah, like you can use. Hey Mirak, how are you doing?
15, 16.
How is everything? Like we're good. We're good. By the way, about the lava, you know what? Actually, like you can use like about the lava. Just in case if you don't know, most likely you know, but again. First phase of lava, it's about pyro only and application. Second phase is about damage and application. So yeah, like first phase you cannot do damage. You need to get rid of that, you know, like you need to fill that bar to get rid of that enemy. His first phase. Second phase is actually you can do DPS. Even though it has some bar, you still can do it, you know? And you can use Amber. Amber is actually broken as hell. End of the stream? Yes. Unfortunately, like, yeah, it's about like, yeah, it's about the end of the stream. Bro's been talking for like 40 minutes now, lol.
16. That's a nice haul.
I hate the restrictive bosses more than power creep in Genshin. About that, you know why? I mean, like restrictive bosses is a type of power creeping actually. You know why? Let's say like that. They're not only restrict your when it comes to using some characters, they also add some like different mechanic, especially it's not spell in Stygian Onslaught. Let's say like that, it's the same enemy, for example, for that automaton, but as you know, like let me do some like stuff, like let me do some and I will show you. Like his third cryo stuff is actually difficult than like let me do something, let me just at least like one run. It's going like this one.
Time to shine! A burst of flavor! Hard hitting it! Annihilate!
Mine to wield.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! Off to the freezer! The pinnacle of excellence! Smile! Shoot! Surge! Power! Strike a pose! Time to shine! A little amuse-bouche! Ghost on the loop! Hold that pose! Hard hitting it? Extinguish!
Mine to wield.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! Off to the freezer! The pinnacle of excellence! Breaking news! Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive! A little amuse-bouche! Ghost on the loop! Smile! Shoot!
So yeah, the point is that third time you need to like feel that cryo stuff, you know, like that round stuff. It actually gives you more, and you need to use charge attack or like use that Charlotte normal attacks because she's a catalyst, you know, something like that to get rid of that. So yeah, the point is like diary mode like has completely different mechanic when it comes to like yeah, like play. It's actually annoying. Let's Evolve come alive if I'm not mistaken, but we can check it actually. What do you think? Like, zero bosses remove any creativity from the game. That's true. It makes use like yeah, that's true. That is true. I agree with that. What do you think Furina says during the burst? Like let the vault like oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the second one, but let's check it. I actually usually don't check it. Like yeah, I have like the only one which I checked actually it was Diaz. Yeah, like yeah, I will show you just a second.
Let the world come alive!
So yeah, let's all come alive. So yeah, about the Dia. Dia has actually the one which is actually so crazy. When she gets some like
We've got ourselves. All right. Playtime. Just great.
oh yeah,
They cut me. Good.
light hit.
Your mommy teach you that?
Yeah, this one, your mommy teach you that. So yeah, it's when she gets some light hits, like light hits, she has like your mommy teach you that. That's crazy actually. Let's go like no, I am asking you. Oh yeah, like but right from the sky. Right from the sky, yeah, kinda like yeah. It's always like yeah. Sometimes it sounds actually pretty weird. Not gonna lie. I mean, like that voiceover. That is true. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's it for today. Unfortunately, yes, I'm like I still need to recover, but I will be online tomorrow for Withering Waves. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I will check that for all over anyway, and I will ask your opinion tomorrow because yeah, if she's not going to verse it. Because you know why? I have Camellia, I have Traveler, I have Rocha. So yeah, Rocha by the way can be DPS as well. And she has pretty good like crowd control. Goose on the Loose, yeah, Goose on the Loose is like a Scofier, that's actually crazy. Goose on the Loose is actually cool, not gonna lie. But yeah, they like by adding that stuff, they actually make characters more attractive if you ask me, you know? It's so fun. Because let's say like that, if you ask me, all of the stuff we have in the game, like literally all of them, even like Chichi, lives go on. Like it's so it's like you can like you know like it's not annoying. The point is it's not annoying, you know. Lives go on. It's actually so cool when she uses that burst, right?
Orders given. Orders received.
So yeah, that's one.
Sacred name. For opening box of Adepti Tricks.
Oh yeah, like it's like.
Rise. Go. Life goes on.
Oh yeah, that's skill then. Like yeah, life goes on. It's skill. Yeah, funny voice lines always. Yeah, it makes the game feel like more alive. That's true. That's actually true. All of them. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. I like yeah, we'll be online. The stream is going to be on YouTube. Maybe like Friday is going to be on Twitch, but we'll see because it depends. Yeah, it's like yeah, and also like don't forget to upgrade your game. Like download is all like now available in Vuva. And yeah. Don't forget to I'm about to do that. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for joining once again, guys, and bye bye. Feel free to join tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.
The musket is my favorite weapon. It's both powerful and threatening. Sometimes the latter trait is far more useful.
Oh yes, like I got. You didn't know that. I have. That's why. Yes, I stream. I already did that actually. You didn't. You haven't heard. Yeah, you just can check my. Just a second. Just a second. Let me give you the link of my. Actually, I already done about like 10 streams or like. It's actually, if you ask me, I like Twitch a lot. The only problem, like, yeah, some guys just want YouTube instead of Twitch. Let me just a second. Let me pass you the link. So yeah, this one. And like, yeah.
That's a nice haul.
And yes, like Twitch is cool. You know why? Because like YouTube has a delay, and you like, let's say like that. You ask some question, right? It's about like 30 seconds or 20 seconds. I just like, you hear my voice when I answer the question. Like, yeah, in Wuthering is in Wuthering Waves. In Twitch is completely like, kind of like super fast. It's about like 10 or 7 seconds delay. It's way more faster. And you know, like, yeah, it's more like, yeah. It's way better. Okay, alright, so yeah. Bye bye guys, bye bye.
Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces. Actually, I'm gonna go buy some. Be right back.
That's a nice haul.
Today's recommendation is the steak and a radish veggie soup.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol isn't involved in regular patrol duties around Fontaine. The people we're after aren't exactly the type who just pop up on the street.